This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soibifa Jakarich. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has suspended a planned levy on electronic banking transactions following widespread public criticism of the scheme, Information Minister Mohammed Idris said. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) had last week told financial institutions to charge 5% of the value of electronic transfers to raise money for enhancing cybersecurity in the country. The levy was to start in 5 days. The cybersecurity tax policy implementation has been directed by the government to be put on hold, so it has been suspended, Mr. Idris told reporters following a cabinet meeting in the capital, Abuja. President Tinubu directed the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to review the modalities for its implementation. The minister added many Nigerians had condemned the planned levy, with some saying it would push them back to using cash. But Mr. Idris said the president was not insensitive to the feelings of Nigeria. Nigeria is experiencing its worst economic crisis in a generation, and many people said the levy would cause further hardship as they struggle to afford basic items. Prominent opposition politician and critics of Rwanda's President Paul Kagame has been barred by the courts from vying in the July presidential elections. Bernard Ntaganda, 55, had asked the court to leave his convictions as he could qualify to run in the election. Rwandan law forbids individuals who have been convicted for more than 6 months from holding public office. The High Court declined Mr. Ntaganda's request, citing his failure to pay legal fees in the previous case. The High Court finds that Ntaganda did not abide by the laws that require individuals to request a conviction to be removed and therefore rejects his appeal. The court ruling said, according to AFP news agency, Mr. Ntaganda maintained he had paid the fees, adding that he was not surprised by the court's decision. Ntaganda was prepared before Rwanda's 2010 election, in which he planned to run in 2014 after serving time on charges including organizing unauthorized demonstrations and threatening state security. Gabon's deposed President Ali Bongo and 2 of his sons have gone on hunger strike to protest against their alleged subjection to acts of torture and barbarity, the family's lawyers say. Mr. Bongo was ousted in a military coup in August last year, shortly after he won a disputed presidential poll. He was then confined to his house in the capital, Libreville, along with 2 of his sons, Jahil and Bilal. The ruling junta also placed his wife, Silva Bongo, and eldest son, Nuruddin, in prison awaiting trial on corruption allegations. In a statement, their lawyers alleged that Nuruddin and Sylvia were beaten and strangled while in detention. They also alleged that Nuruddin was tortured, whipped, and even electrocuted with a taser. Gabonese authorities are yet to comment on the allegations. The ousted president, aged 64, had led the oil-rich country since 2009 when he succeeded his father, who had been in power for more than 40 years. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has defended his plan to sign into law a contentious bill that's aimed at providing universal health coverage. The National Health Insurance (NHI) bill seeks to give South Africans of all races, rich or poor, and legal long-term residents access to quality health. Its implementation would cost billions of dollars, but it is facing widespread objection, with the opposition parties and medical unions vowing to take legal actions against the bill if signed into law. Mr. Ramaphosa said he would sign the bill into law whether people like it or not. The NHI is one of those focus areas which is going to help poor people, and now the opposition on NHI is coming from the well-to-rich people. This is what often happens. The haves don't want have-nots to benefit from what they have been having, the president added. The Democratic Alliance (DA) party accused the president of using the bill as an electioneering tool just days before the poll. But Mr. Ramaphosa said the government was not reckless and the introduction of the NHI would not be done in a destructive manner. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Wednesday.